Sachine Tendulkar, age 34, right-hand opening batsman, right-arm bowler.
416 matches, the most by any player in international cricket. Over 16,000 runs. This series, it could be better. He's got an average of 23.88. Could well be his last appearance at the Sydney Cricket Ground. So, and also the first final of the Tri-Series. So, a very, very good incentive for the little champion to go out with a bang.
And he's off the mark. He's off the mark immediately. Oh, there's one of those little inside edges that are nice to get, and they don't go back onto the stumps. There'll always be good runs, but it's a lucky break for Tendulkar. He's chopped on a few times throughout the summer.
And that's because he tends to play away from the body, reaches out for the delivery. Normally doesn't do that in test matches. But look how far away from the body he has played.
And that's nurtured into the offside. Nearly runs all the way across the turf for 4. And they'll only come back for 2. It's a shortish boundary.
That's a boundary. Width offered and taken by Sachine Tendulkar.
Amazing, you know, you get away with a little break, that inside edge, and it might just get you going. It might just sort of remind him of something he needs to do. And that's handy width being given from Bracken on this occasion, and Tendulkar, that's all he needs. Yeah, good single. Michael Clark, Andrew Simons, they just pushed a little deeper. They'll always back themselves to create an opportunity, but you place it right tempo, there'll be always a single.
It's very, very well played by Tendulkar. Soft bottom hand, made sure that the ball didn't go anywhere further than maybe 3 or 4 meters away from the bat. And in a situation like that, the single is always on. Look at the way he's taken the bottom hand off.
Two-leg side there from Bracken, easy pickings.
He's moving well, not just the fact that the ball's hitting the middle of the bat, but he's moving well, getting into position very well. Once again, timing, not really trying to hit the ball too hard, just the timing. Shot! Nice punch that from Tendulkar. He'll just get a couple. But it's the shot of a man who's feeling good out in the middle. Interesting field change by Ricky Ponting, bringing himself on at leg gully. Right on top of the ball, punching it between the fielders at cover and mid-off.
And away on the onside. It's picking the gaps at the moment. Not taking too many risks, but looks pretty organized and balanced and calm.
That's a problem with 7-2 field, especially for a left-arm seamer, because you have you can't try different things. You have to bowl outside off stump, but this one in the middle, and Sachin is so strong down leg side. Every time from middle off, he will play there and get 2 or 3 runs.
Especially at the start of your spell. This time he finds the gap, much to the relief of Tendulkar. He'll pull back again inside the boundary. This time they'll run for 3. He has to hurry though. Simons makes some stretch. Well, the Australians are not giving anything away. Another team on another day, you can add 10 to the score after these 3 balls.
It was nicely placed shot, full delivery, found the gap all right, then hopes was excellent there. And then this guy was even better. He's got the strongest arm, and Sachin really had to stretch there. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been very, very close. Directed would have been very, very close.
203 matches for Yuvraj, a lot of experience. Hot and cold in this series. That 76 was excellent. 36 from 32 balls against Sri Lanka was excellent as well. How's he going to go with the slightly quicker bowlers? What a shot! Oh, Tendulkar looking good on that one. It's 60 for 2. Yes, he lined himself up for that. Now, is it going to go all the way? Yes, it is. He lined himself up. We saw him do a lot of that in the test matches against Hogg, but there he kept hitting him over mid-wicket. This time he's lined up and hit him over cover.
Yeah, I don't know what that conversation was all about. It was Gilchrist saying something or other. I think it was to do with that appeal of Gilchrist's. I'm not sure what was said, but Gilchrist was responding to it.
And he set himself up again for that. It was as predetermined as you can get. They'll pick up a couple. 76 for 2 after 17. It's a good angle that to Tendulkar, but he's got the better of it.
Yeah, it was interesting because there were so many people outside waiting to come in, and they were struggling at the gates to let them in. And Kerry Packer himself took some of his staff out there and just said to them, throw the gates open, let the people in. They want to come here and watch cricket. They shouldn't be standing in queues. So I think that they said 50,000 there, but I think you'll find there was probably a lot more.
Half century for Tendulkar. Just a single. Australia are setting this ground on fire with the way they're fielding. But Tendulkar 50 from 56 balls. It's been a fine innings.
It's just what India needed, and they need a lot more from him. They need 100. Hasn't made a one-day 100 in this country. He'd love it to be tonight, and so would his teammates. He looks in the mood for a fight.
There's been all those wickets falling. Tendulkar has looked in good touch. Good shots of front and back foot, especially through the offside. Not afraid to use his feet against Hogg as well. That boundary bringing up his half century. Tendulkar goes inside out and strikes it beautifully. Almost going the distance, one bounce over the rope. And he had to time that shot and place it to perfection because there was long off, who was a little wide.
Yes, and don't forget that's how he got out. But here he's made room and hit the ball towards extra cover. He got out similarly against Muthaiya Muralidharan earlier in the week at Hobart.
Ooh, might have just been slipping down leg. Mixing it up here. He's been brought back to try and break this partnership.
Ball will be reversing a bit now. It's the 25th over. Bowling a little wide of the crease. And yes, you can see the middle and off stump, so quite clearly going down the leg side.
Tendulkar looks game for a second, and second is easily on. Just fending at it, will go down as leg byes. Mitchell Johnson, 6 overs so far, none for 33.
Cricket has spread so much all around subcontinent in little villages and towns. This is a great shot. Improvisation at its best. Incredible shot from a young little master. He's looking good, and so is India. 134 for 3.
Just 190 in Australia. Not a single one of his 41 one-day international hundreds have come in this country. That was way back in 2000. Good ball. incredible aberration to a record. 4100s all over. Now look at this, is the last ball of the previous over. What I like about him, Wasim, as well, I know you called it, it's the amount of time he has to decide what shot to play.
That's why he's the best in the world and has been from last 15 years. And suddenly realizes outside off stump the slip in place, but he played purposely.
Oh, he's placed that amazingly well. Because there was a man out at third man specifically for that shot. But he is in complete control, the master.
That was excellent. It was such a nice bat. It was wide. It was...
Oh, misfield, but Tendulkar committed himself to one. He'll now go for the second. I thought Tendulkar committed himself to one and only made a choice on the second well after the misfield happened. But you don't see that.
Under pressure, the only humans. Everybody crumbles under pressure. He's not happy himself. And it costed an extra run. 3 from the over.
Slow-mo always makes you look a little more stupid than you actually are, doesn't it? I mean, he probably just overreached by a couple of inches, but the slow-mo made him look very stupid. I don't think he timed that. He was looking to go over cover.
To come at you well.
Smashes it down the ground for 4.
With that boundary, he gets his highest score against Australia in Australia. Bit of a risk taken over there, not too far away from Brad Haddin. He saw that the fielder was in the 30-yard circle, no protection for Hopes. Wanted to go over the top over there. And I think just miscued it. Just miscued it, and that's why he wasn't able to get the elevation that he wanted. He got the distance eventually, but bit of a risk.
And that time, very clever. He worked across his stumps for a single. He dotted away. Or was it just you just see if it came off bad or whether it's actually buys. Daryl Harper's unsure. I think he's just coming down to... He's actually asking the batsman. He's giving it as buys. So Adam Gilchrist gets loaded with that responsibility. But it was another one of these innovations the players use these days.
Well, it should be wides, isn't it then?
Stayed with it. Concentration is always the key, but it helps when you've got a man like Tendulkar firing at the other end with you. Some of the, not so much advice, but just the little things that Tendulkar must be saying with the weight and goal in Australia. Other wheels falling off. That's a bonus run. It's not something you see from the Aussies. They're a bit rattled out there.
Will he go for 2? Oh, he's struggling a bit, but he makes it. The highest score in Australia, his highest score was 93. Now he's on 95.
It's been Brett Lee brought back in, a bit of pace. To try and unsettle the little master. The thing that's unsettling him at the moment is this cramp that's going on. I don't think that's enough. There it is, top of the tree now. Surpasses the 93 back in 2000 against Pakistan. 50 to win. Take a quick single. Good running, good response from Sharma. Oh, it's a little bit in the air, but finding the gap. Another creative and effective over. 194 for 3.
Oh, that was in the air, not far from Ponting in the gully area. Well, the 200 comes up for India. Gets the single, keeps the strike, and moves on to 98. 98 Tendulkar. Oh, that slipped out of his hand. No ball signal. Lee walks up to Tendulkar to apologise. And that's a good gesture. It can be very awkward because at times it's difficult for the batsman to pick a beamer. Whoa. Gee, hit him straight on the arm guard. Apologises straight away.
That was a really nasty one. Really nasty. That's when it's dangerous, when they're that high.
Well, Tendulkar just took it and says, I'm going to bite the bullet here and not give it away. This can cause such a serious injury, no matter who the batsman is. Straight from your bowling arm to head is never easy. They're called beamers in cricket. Well, he's turned it around. Wanting the second, sent back rightly at the last minute. Two minds, should I go, should I not? I'm 99. That brings a smile to his face. He had no chance if he had come back.
Probably just as well he had the cramp earlier on, because I think if he'd have been fully fit, he would have gone for it. He was getting into top gear there. He maybe suddenly thought, no, not another 99.
And here goes Lee. Oh, just had second thoughts of hitting it over the keeper. Wide ball signal. Lee isn't happy. The competitive juices of Brett Lee coming out here. As a fast bowler, he doesn't want Tendulkar getting 100 off him.
Well, Tendulkar was thinking about trying to flick it over the top. Last minute, you could see that he was thinking about it, and then obviously the thought kicked in. No, it could be a wide.
Lee again. Keeps Tendulkar on 99. It's 208 for 3. .208 for 3. .32 to win from 54. This is the last ball. Tendulkar wanting the single, getting the leading edge. Goes for the single. Cometh the hour, cometh the champion. And number 42 for Tendulkar. His first in Australia.
Well, a terrific response at a ground where he's had a hell of a lot of success. And that'll really delight him. And what'll delight him most is if it's 100 in a winning cause.
Well, he's got a great strike rate of that. When he scores 100, the percentage of India winning is enormous. But to pick an occasion, this is writing your own script. And edges past Gilchrist. There's no slip and into the boundary. Now this is where Ponting might have missed a trick. The only way Australia can win this is by picking up wickets, and Tendulkar in particular, to try and create some panic. He had first slip for a long time, not on this occasion.
Yeah, Tendulkar is a bit hampered as well. He's had a cramp, so the feet aren't going to be moving quite as well. But Ravi's quite correct. They've got to get Tendulkar out, and they've got to get him pretty quickly.
It's quietly played away for the single. Leave alone in the cricket field, not even in the commentary box. That's glorious from Tendulkar. How's that for timing? Just ease through the offside, and India inch closer.
Oh, that's a magnificent shot from Tendulkar. As I said, he's struggling a little bit with the cramp to move his feet, but he just compensated there with his wonderful use of the hands. Placed that to perfection. What do you mean, Ravi? We're a very quiet, humble race here in Australia.
Yeah, I know that, as just being told that by Harbhajan too last night. Now, can you imagine 2 to get and Bhaji scores the winning runs today? Sydney will erupt. Whoa. And hopefully he will not be needed. 11 off that last over, 221 for 4. Oh, he goes inside out, Tendulkar. Doesn't quite time it, but should get 2 easily. So played away. Tendulkar comes back for the second. It's 236 for 4, just 4 needed.